Hello, I'm Alan Siebenthaler, Marketing Manager at Hamilton Kent. Welcome to our latest webinar. No more tooling around. It's time to get serious about care and quality assurance for your tooling. As one of North America's leading suppliers of gaskets and connectors for underground infrastructure, Hamilton Kent has over 65 years of first-hand experience working with precast and pipe producers, supplying sealing solutions for a broad variety of underground infrastructure applications and projects. Hamilton Kent manufactures products for underground infrastructure in two ISO 9001-2008 certified plants, one in Winchester, Tennessee, and the other in Toronto, Ontario, where our head office is also located. Our engineering, technical, and sales teams possess a vast quantity of industry experience, which is used to better serve our customers and to create innovative products for the industry. Hamilton Kent produces a vast array of rubber gaskets and flexible pipe-to-structure connectors, but we are most widely known as the inventors of the Tylox Super Seal gasket, the world's first pre-lubricated gasket for precast pipe, manholes, and box culverts. You can see a TSS gasket on the spigot of the arch pipe pictured here. More recently, we introduced the world's first rubber manhole frame, the Lifespan system, a watertight frame and locking cover system that prevents rain-derived inflow from entering sanitary sewers from the top of the manhole. Today we will be talking about tooling. As you probably know, tooling is one of the most critical components of pipe and manhole manufacturing and is one of the most important investments you probably manage. Good joints start with the tooling, and when we start with good tooling, everything that comes afterwards is easier and more effective. The dimensional tolerances, which will be compared to measurements of your tooling, should be provided by your tooling manufacturer and should be checked prior to using the tooling for the first time. Gasket suppliers should also be capable of providing dimensional tolerances if your plant is unable to locate the originals. In the following slides, we'll discuss tooling quality assurance and how you can keep your tooling in good shape for many years to come, which should lead to financial savings for your company. QCAST is a voluntary quality assurance program run by the American Concrete Pipe Association, or ACPA. The National Precast Concrete Association, or NPCA, manages a similar program called the NPCA Plant Certification Program. These associations maintain detailed quality control manuals used by the plants who are in their programs and by the third-party inspection agencies which inspect and grade plants on adherence to the respective programs. The NPCA and ACPA have clear requirements when it comes to tooling quality assurance. We will be sharing some of those requirements during this webinar, along with some suggested best practices. Anytime you purchase or receive new tooling for sanitary products, a detailed inspection needs to be performed. That includes pallets, headers, and shoring rings, whether new, borrowed, or purchased used from another plant. The inspection includes measuring all tooling to ensure all units received are within the tolerance allowed for that particular size. Once the initial inspection has been carried out, records should be kept and maintained for the life of each tooling size and piece. For sanitary pipe, the auditor will want to witness the measuring of the tooling. A plan for tooling maintenance also needs to be in place, and tooling for sanitary products must be re-inspected annually to ensure any pieces that have been damaged or gone out of spec are identified and either repaired or replaced. As you can see in this drawing, a checkpoint has been established, as indicated by the red oval, which is 1.5 inches from the end of the spigot. The plant would have received the diameter measurements for each size of tooling from their supplier, so they could confirm it all lies within the specified tolerances. Gasketed pipe and manholes manufactured from tooling falling outside of these tolerances will likely either not home properly or not pass water tightness testing. QCAST and plant certification stipulate that annual inspections should be carried out on all components, including headers, pallets, shoring rings, and tongue formers. Annual inspection locations include the slope surface adjacent to or behind the snap ring for confined gasket joints, or the slope surface which forms the gasket sealing surface for single offset joints. In the video, you can see one of our engineers measuring a pallet at a customer's precast plant. This is a service we regularly provide our customers to help them to ensure that their joints and our gaskets will perform together as well as possible. For storm pipe, the process is the same as sanitary pipe. All incoming tooling must be measured and detailed reports maintained. However, there is no requirement for annual inspections for storm products, but occasional checks would not hurt. Keeping your tooling equipment in good shape can be achieved by developing a few good habits, such as having it visually inspected after each use, ensuring there is no residual concrete on your tooling and that it is kept free of corrosion, wiping or scrubbing down the tooling directly after use to remove form oil and any remaining concrete that is still not hardened onto the tooling, storing the tooling as defined by your tooling supplier, which would mean avoiding storing them in an upright position as pictured here, which can cause warping. Some tooling materials are more susceptible to warping than others, but it is a good idea to treat all tooling carefully. This means care should also be taken when handling and transporting tooling components. Even a short drop to a concrete floor could result in the component being knocked out of tolerance. And finally, storing your tooling indoors, not outdoors, to prevent corrosion and damage. Thank you for attending this webinar. We regularly publish new webinars and hope you can join us again soon. If you have any questions or comments, please feel free to give us a call at 800-268-8479. You can also browse our website, hamiltonkent.com, for more information.